Hello, you guys. Welcome back to All the Manifestation Podcast. I am super excited to talk about this topic today. I have been thinking about this and how I can, I live to do this. I go about my day every single day, wake up, take my journal out. I have a thick journal. I got it from my friend from Italy, and she's just like, here's a Picasso journal for you. And she thought that it was lame, and I was like crying because I love journal. And what I do is I reprogram my subconscious mind with asking the right questions, because the quality of the question that you ask yourself is the quality of life that you live. I'm going to start with how you and your mind perceive your reality. I want you to think it as this. You're living in 1950s right now, and you're sitting down and watching a movie. You're in a theater in your own house, you're sitting down, and it's 1950, and you are just watching your movie. And your movie is your reality. You're watching it, you're so unconscious. But that is consciously what you're doing. You're sitting down and you're watching something that is conscious. And there is subconscious and there is conscious thoughts. Subconscious thoughts is ruling 95% of your entire reality. And your conscious mind only rules 5% of your reality. So when you come to think about it, you're conscious, you're sitting down and you're watching the movie. But what happens is that when your movie is your reality, you go back to the back end where you go to the top to the person that is rolling the movie for you. That is your subconscious mind. That is the unconscious mind. You're not conscious that you are projecting those movies. Do you know that the projector, those old 1950s projector, that is your brain. All it does, it doesn't know anything that's good or bad. It just knows that if you put Red A movie, if you put Happy Madison production movies, which is my favorite, which is Adam Sandler's my favorite. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna put an Adam Sandler movie in the screen over there, and that girl that's sitting there, that guy that's sitting there watching the movie will enjoy it because that's what they want, right? You bought the ticket already to see that movie. And your programming is the movies, the rolling thing that's so big, like during those era, and then you just put it on there and put it in the projector, and the projector projects the movie to the screen. That's why we're sitting down and everything that's going around is in the back end, putting on the movie, rolling it on, and then the movie, the sound system, every single thing is your subconscious mind. And you're just there, 5% effort, sitting there and eating your popcorn. I hate popcorns. Eating your chicken fingers, drinking a Coca-Cola, and just watching your reality, your movie. What you don't know is that you are in control in getting your butt up, go to the next theater and watch the movie that you want. You're not conscious yet. That's why you're here watching this video on YouTube, listening to this podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcast, and listening to me. And I'm super glad. I am super amazed that you're here sitting with me and listening, or whatever you're doing right now. Maybe you're washing the dishes, you're driving, whatever it is. I'm super glad that you're here because you're meant to hear this. You're meant to turn your mind around and be like, hold up. I have a virus in my body that I didn't notice that I put in, and I realize it now, and I want to start a detox. That's why you're here in my channel. And I want you to know that manifestation is not just some happy-go-lucky, think positively, and then just be happy, ignore the bad thoughts. It's never about that. It is about how you can be aware of the things that triggers you, because the triggers, the key is in the trigger. That is why a lot of people would choose certain stuff, choose certain men, choose certain friendships, choose certain products in their life. It is because they're used to doing that since they were a kid. And your program, the programmings, the movies that you're putting onto your projector, that's why you're watching the movies, are programmed from the age of 0 to 7. Super awesome, yet at the same time, I do not want to put however my financial beliefs that I have right now, because my reality is not showing up the way I want to. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is that your relationship, the way your marriage goes, the way your friendship, your business goes, your job, your bosses, your relationship with your coworkers, anything that is in your reality, you got that from the age of 0 to 7. And how you build peers, how you build money, how you save money, how you think about money, how you think about authorities, right? And what's weird about it is that we're not conscious that we can absolutely change that. I will give you tips and tricks on how to do that later, but I want you to know right now that you can change your reality by changing the beliefs and the feelings that you have towards all of these things that I'm going to list. I want you to get a book right now, your journal or any paper that you're going to have to look at every single day and be like, oh, I analyze these feelings, and then write these down. I want you to go and look at your reality right now. Look at your relationships. Goes on the first one, because your partner is a mirror of you. I can't dive more deeper in this video about that, but I will talk about that later. Number 2, finances. Relationship and finances go all together because your partner, unfortunately or fortunately, we'd never know, what if you have a strong belief about it, determines your finances, or believes about finances, obviously. Number 3, your fitness and health. Number 4, career and business. How can you hire? How can you fire? How can you delegate? How can you build a good communication to your team? How can you be the good authoritarian? Is that how you say it? Be a good boss to them. How can you be a great leader towards them? Obviously not boss, but I like to say leader because leader also is in the game, but boss is just bossing people around, and that is just my interpretation of things. 5, your self-image, how you see yourself. Oh, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm not good enough. That is a feeling, that is a statement, that is something that you feel from within, and you can feel it from here. Like when you say something and see if it's true or not, you can feel it in your body, whether it's like, ugh, or like, oh yeah, I am a singer-songwriter. Everybody loves my voice. I love to be seen. That's something I worked on. So I couldn't even say that a couple of years ago until I worked on it, okay? So the feelings, you just have to lean in your feelings. The connection to your higher self, the connection of God to the universe, to your source, to your creator, whoever it is. How do you feel about them? Your body image, right? Your friendships, your self-talk. Like, quite rarely, I remember when I was in like emo teenage self, when I was 15, I used to talk bad about myself and be like, oh, I suck, I this, blah, blah, blah. But then like I grew up and be like, I can't. Like 2 years later, I found out by manifestation, I go, oh my God, I've been doing things so wrong. That's why I was bullied. Because I was bullied too. Like my self-esteem wasn't that high up in the air, obviously, because like from elementary to like high school and whatnot. But like, it happened. Everybody's doing it. Repeating patterns that keep coming up over and over again, whatever it is, that keeps on repeating. 10 is the caregiver's view of the world and their belief systems. All of these things, I want you to know that it is never yours. That it is never your fault to have those in the first place. You were programmed from 0 to 7. Can you imagine how many dozen, thousand, millions of beliefs that was projected onto you? That's why it becomes you, and that's why you see your reality as like your mom or dad, you know, or like now you grow up liking abusive men or like marrying abusive men because your dad was abusive to your mom, or even like a gold digger wife. Like, why is that? Oh, right, you grew up with your mom wanting to strip down your dad's money like all the time. Like, you'd never know what's good or what's bad. If you do not like your reality, you will change that because you know that that's not yours. It's just your caregivers, your parents, whoever grew you up, your grandma, grandpa, whoever it is, your uncle, auntie, that they project those beliefs that happened to their past to you. I want to introduce you to Be Magnetic, TBM. It's a pathway membership, which will help you to identify your blocks, find your authentic self, and start manifesting the life you've always dreamed of. They have unlimited classes. They have workshops, monthly manifestation classes. They have challenges throughout the seasons. They have community group, which filled with amazing women over there, which I adore, and so much more. My favorite thing about them is they're backed up by neuroscience, psychology, epigenetics, and energetics. And that is why I actually suggest you to do your inner work with To Be Magnetic. To Be Magnetic will help you as so much as they helped me with my limiting beliefs, find my authentic self, and create 4 of the authentic pillars that you prioritize and what you're setting yourself into, especially coming to this new life that you started. TBM has helped me with my unhealthy dynamics, people-pleasing, codependency, when I struggled to set my boundaries, my resentment, jealousy, and negative thoughts pattern, and absolutely helped me to get out of my unfulfilling career and unhealthy relationships. So if you want to join this journey with me to completely transform your life, you can get 15% off discount on payment plans. They have pay in 12 months or pay in full just by using code OLIN. All in. I just want you guys to know that I am generating an income from this just for 15% commission. It's not that much. It will not increase your payment. It will actually decrease your payment. Honestly, I feel like Lacey's doing this because she is super generous to want to let people know that this work works. It changed my life. I owe my life to this work, and I have made so many accountability buddies that helped me in my journey along the way, and I'm super excited for you to get on with this journey with TBM yourself. Happy manifesting, and let's get back to the episode. If you're here right now in this video, that means you are bound to break that generation. I saw a post, I do not remember where it came from, but I saw a post where if you are a woman that is hoping for a man to save you in your financial securities, which is I've been struggling for a long time. Like I really want like a wealthy husband. Obviously, who doesn't want that? That will take care of your life. You just do not need only a husband. You need a wealthy husband because money can take care of you more in the long run. That is 100% right. But also, if you are a woman that is seeking for a financially freedom man that is very abundant so you don't have to work anymore, but you have the soul of a businesswoman, an alpha female, a go-getter, especially if you know human design and you are a manifestor generator, and you have so many interests that you want to go towards and want to start a business and all that stuff, you will not be able to do whatever you want, because in this lifetime, you're meant to not get that rich husband because you are a healer. I have an auntie who, before she married my mom's little brother, she was supposed to get engaged by like a doctor, like a comfortable life, whatever. She did not marry them. She chose my uncle. And now my uncle is not broke, but he's not a doctor who can absolutely get you a Chanel just like in, all right, honey, you want a Chanel? Let's go. Where she came from, a family that's dad is like, you want this, you want that, here you go, here you go, here you go. Because I saw her sisters really having all of the things that she wanted. I remember when I was a kid, I walked into her sister's bedroom and every single freaking thing was Hello Kitty, and it was pink, like spoiled brat. Now that I'm a teacher, I'm like, if I saw my kid's room looking like that, that means she's a spoiled brat. And she can absolutely do that too to her father, like asking for money and getting that. But she didn't choose the husband like that. You know what she does? She helps tremendously a lot of people today by working hard and being an inspiration towards a new generation. that lives in New Zealand. She is the most hardworking Capricorn of all time that I've known in my entire life. She is a Britney Spears influencer towards me. That's why I'm a singer-songwriter and a performer. And I do feel it in my heart that you need a loving, this is a segue, but you need a husband that is loving, hardworking, loyal, and goal-driven, and who is really responsible with their finances. I'm not saying that you need to go with a bum, but be with someone who is finally financially independent, who is financially responsible with their own bills, with their own shit that they have to deal with. I'm not perfect. I'm still working towards that. But that's what I realize, and it's like a message for me to just speak it to this whole video. I don't know. It's for someone out there, and it's also for me, and I really need to say it. Okay. After you write those down, I want you to know that the movie that is being played is just a movie. And the source of the movie is coming from the subconscious mind. That's what I want you to remember that. It's just the subconscious mind. It's not you. You can't blame yourself. It's not your fault. And once the awareness of those programs playing out, you empower yourself to choose a new program. You're like, oh shoot, I can go up there and like choose other films. This is my freaking theater. Or I spent this money to buy a ticket and I don't like it and I'm going to go to another show that I'm going to go to. Your new program will be your new reality. So when you put in new programs, when you're putting in new beliefs, when you're putting the feelings that you want to feel about new certain things, that is going to be your new reality. And I want you to remember, your programs is your perception towards the world, towards every single thing that I list, or the 10 lists that I told you, your relationship, finance, and etc. Your perception is built out by two things: your dominant beliefs and your dominant feelings. That combines together, and that is your programming. Because you perceive those things that you're looking out towards, your finances, your best friends, your, petty relationship with that girlfriends, whatever, are built by your dominant beliefs about those things and your dominant feelings about those things. I want you to write it down and know that is not yours. The world just happened and it gives it to you from the age of 0 to 7. I remember it all too well when I saw a bully and I never fit in with like girls, and that's why when I see my friend would getting bullied, I picked the collar of that. I remember I was 4. I picked the collar of that girl, slammed her against the wall, and I said, "You're bullying my friend? I'm gonna tell. But first of all, I'm gonna punch you in the face." I punched her in the face, and the principal had to come, my mom had to come, the mom of the bullier came, and then I was just like so mad but relieved that I punched her in the face. And that's why right now, when a girl comes up to me and have a problem with me, all I can do is I'm gonna fight you. The audacity. So that's what I do. That is built from the age of 0 to 7. That happened when I was 4. So that carried on to me 20 years later. I want you to imagine a plant. The mind doesn't care what's being or is being planted. It just grows wherever has been dropped into the soil. Okay? So the soil is your subconscious mind. If you're putting like a cactus, well, it'll grow to a cactus. If you're putting it a rose flower, it'll grow to a flower. You can't just put, I'm going to put a cactus and I know it's going to be a rose when it like spurge out. No, it's not. And that's a secret. Not really, right? But also the mind doesn't care what's being planted. If you're putting a wrong, like, neglected beliefs, even though you really want that rose, you put in the seed of rose, but you never nurture the plant. You never repeatedly heal. You never repeatedly wanting to change. You never repeatedly wanting to work towards your goals, your dreams, by building your own new identity, which is, I'm going to talk about that in the next episode. You will get a plant that is neglected. And the plant that is neglected is leaves falling out, it's dry, whatnot. But the plant that you nurture, it will it will bear your fruits of labors. Either it's beautiful flowers or potatoes that you're gonna pick and then like you wanna cook it. Or chili. You're gonna make chili sauce. Loving chili. I love chili. The mind will grow whatever has been nurtured through repetition and strong emotion, and will not grow or kill whatever is no longer being nurtured. Neuroplasticity. That's what I love about neuroplasticity. Your brain has to repeat certain things at certain times and a couple of days. I think if you want to reprogram your mind, it's 21 days. But obviously, if you want to keep as the way that you are, the way that I'm talking like this, it's because I've been doing it more than 21 days. That is when it's planted deep within into your subconscious mind. Thus, it's become a belief, and that is become your identity. How do we change the programs? This is very vast healing techniques that I have already tried, I am doing, and I keep on wanting to do until I die. But number one, I just want you to know, if you clicked into this video, that means you have an awareness already that you have the wrong beliefs, the wrong reality that you want to change, and you are doing the 80% of the work. Awareness is key. The 20% are the things that you can do to create repetition towards your new belief, the new seed that you're putting in, so then it'll be nurtured. These are the things that you can do for free or paid for you to continue on and making the new beliefs, thus will be your new identity, and your new programs equals your new reality. Number one, obviously, I said awareness, but you have to shift your focus and attention from what we do not want to what we do want. Don't say, I don't want a red car. Say, I want a dark green Porsche, a Taycan with a custom made interior, beige color. You don't go up to a coffee shop and be like, I don't want a latte. Like, hey, good morning. Can I take your order? Yeah, I don't want hazelnut coffee. I don't want vanilla pump. They're like, all right, come on, let's go. Like, what do you want? Or, you know what, next person. You're gonna go, hey, I want Americano, 2 pumps, large, and less ice, please. Thank you. You have to be really detailed with what you want. Number 2, hypnosis. You can get that from any doctors. Marissa Peer has a great freebies that you can look up on YouTube or her website. She gives a lot of newsletter freebies sometimes when you subscribe to her. Affirmations. I bought the yearly subscription for I Am Affirmations on my phone and my iPhone, and it like literally gives me notifications on my iWatch, and I would read it, and then it's like custom to what I wanted to do. Like, oh, you receive a payment of $65.70. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, universe, thank you. Like, it makes me feel so good. Like, affirmations are really good, and I know that like some people, I'm gonna make another separate video about it, and I know some people, aka me, really not utilizing that, and I think that that's just so simple and lame, and it never gonna happen. But when you tune into the right feelings and the right emotions, affirmation really helps you to remind yourself to, again, repeat every single thing that you wanted to create, which is your new programming, right? Visualization. Joe Dispenza morning guided meditation, so good. Or I have a freebie that if you leave a review or a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will receive a free future guided meditation. Email me at olinquinninquiries@gmail.com. It's right here, and then screenshot the review, the comment, and the subscription photo, and then send it to me before you sent the review towards Apple Podcast, and then send an email to me, and I will give you a free future self-guided meditation for free for you. And it helps so many of my clients. It helps me to talk to my higher self, my future self, and what I should do, because every single question that you have it in you, and all you need is to sit down, close your eyes, listen to yourself, and go about your day. Super easy. And that is free. That's an option for you to get. if you want Joe Dispenza or Olin Quinn, I don't care. Go do your visualization. And then you do scripting. You do subliminals, gratitude list, identity work, EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. Brad Yates, he is 100% free on YouTube. He gives so much abundantly of like content for you to tap into your meridian point, for you to reprogram your subconscious mind and beliefs about the things that you are working towards. Time techniques, do breath work. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian forgiveness ritual, and it helps you so much to like forgive all of that people, situations, or whatever that you wronged you in the past, and draw back your energy for yourself, so then that energy you can use to manifest, right? Shadow work, the integrating the hidden self, and then nervous system regulation, inner child work, integrating the child with unmet needs into your current self, tapping into your higher selves, and all the cosmic forces at work to assist us, and so much more. I love the tapping into your higher selves and all cosmic forces to work to assist us, because God has always given me a discernment. The universe always gave me signs, and my future self from that self-guided meditation that I made has always given me like ideas or something, just images pop up and be like, oh my God, that is, or even talking it out to like your close loved ones and pouring your heart out, your rant. I love to rant. From there, I know my purpose. From there, I feel like I should have been doing that instead of doing this, or I could have been doing that and add that into what I'm doing right here. And it's everything. It's just such beyond the spiritual world that it made me go, oh my God, like I should have been doing this for a long time. So that is how you change your subconscious mind. That is how you change your programming, and that is how you grow into your new reality, by changing your new programs, old programs to new programs. Thank you so much for listening to this episode and watching me on my YouTube at Olin Quinn. And I'm super excited that I am going to keep on posting on YouTube and posting on podcast episodes, and really just singing in front of like 100 people. I was just so happy that I'd gone through that, and I was fully on cloud nine, was just singing in front of people. But yeah, I am here to sing, to give you guys more of information about how to better your life and do work on manifestation. And thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have the greatest week. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you. Mwah. Bye.